For holding back. Who was it? What is happening? Like that. So the other person should be doing it probably. You know, it's something. Captain would have been there, so she
I do. I think so.
Hi, how are you?
No, this is
That's kind of didn't see it. Remember when that comes in? That's how we
like I'm supposed to leave today.
Molina, PA President Amante, who was to pick up the turkeys for the families. As I shared earlier, I had a visit today to PS9, so I'm here in community. This is actually a picture from today, out of the press, with families from PS9. So we had a great discussion around some of the items that the schools are doing well, things that we can help and work together as a community to continue to improve the school. So a lot of good feedback. I'm really impressed with the PA president and the parents here who created their own What's Up app within their school with over 76 parent members a part of that communication strategy, and that's designed by parents, run by parents, so that they themselves can continue to, in addition to the information they receive from the school, this is the PA supporting communication within their community. So really big shout out to the families at PS9. So this is an additional event that the PA at PS9 purchased car seats. So the youngest pre-K students could attend field trips, all students receive pumpkins. PS209, which is not far from that, PS9 was also invited. The PA paid for the supplies for a parent arts and crafts project to make Thanksgiving centerpieces. So again, I just wanted to shout out to the PS9 family and the PA for reorganizing and supporting this event. So at our last CEC meeting, we talked a little bit about special education, and I wanted to reach out and have my team here online who's just going to give us some key updates on some data pieces from our district and the supports that we provide to our schools and students and families. So I believe, Michael, you're on, and you can take over the presentation from this moment, and I'll come back on.
Sure. Good evening. Happy to be here tonight to share with you some information about special education in Community School District 10. I am Michael Rosenbluth, one of the administrators of special education for the district. So tonight we're going to talk about some data, some of the special education PL offerings we do throughout the district, and just some news about some different things that are happening in the district in terms of programming. So on the first slide is just a snapshot of some of our SPED data. So we we wanted to share information related to our community school district as it relates to the citywide averages. So in terms of students with IEPs in the district, our number and our percentage in 10 is at 24%, whereas we're slightly above the citywide average, which is 21.6%. Students who are fully receiving all of their services in our district right now is at 92%. The citywide average is 87.5%. The number is slightly higher. It's just not captured because of some of the way that our programs work within the district. Four-year graduation rates within our district, as you know, we have two high schools that are 9 through 12, one which just started last year is only grades 9 and 10. So with our two high schools, our graduation rates 4 years, 82.1% of students with IEPs, and you can see the citywide average is only 65.6%. So we're way above that. Our top three disability classifications in the district: speech and language impairment, learning disability, and autism. And that is consistent with the city top three classifications. Next slide, please. Okay, so for professional development. So all schools have a designated special education liaison. They come out twice a week, one in-person meeting once a month, and not twice a week, twice a month. One in-person meeting a month, which is our SPED liaison meeting, where we do an hour and a half of compliance work and an hour and a half of a focused instructional initiative. We also have a guest speaker typically from some department within the city, like assistive technology or the speech supervisors who come out to present. And we also have one of our liaisons turnkey a best practice in their school building. We also have office hours once a month, and that's just to cover any and all compliance items, things that are on the docket coming up, or to answer questions. The specially designed instruction progress monitoring is our instructional initiative that we cover at the liaison meeting. And then there's also district-wide professional development through some of our partnerships within the city, or partnership departments, and also citywide special education, special professional development offerings. For tiered support, we offer targeted, specially designed instruction cohort professional development for schools that we have selected to participate. This year, we have 8 schools, 4 in each cohort. There are 2 cohorts, and they are year-long, and they consist of 2 intervisitation school visits with the entire cohort, plus follow-up visits from our team after in between after each school visit. We also partner with the Regional Partnership Center, and they offer professional development to some targeted schools, as well as citywide professional development that schools can sign up for. And we provide school-based professional development as on needed basis. Schools reach out to us, we go in and we support them as needed. Next slide, please. Finally, for SPED news. So this is only, I think, my beginning of my 3rd year in the district, and my counterpart, Melinda, this is her 2nd year in the district, or 2.5 years in the district. And since we started in the district, we've increased our specialized programs within the district. So we've added new NEST programs and Horizon programs in the district. We're looking to continue to expand the specialized programs because we want to keep our kids in our school district and not have to go to other districts for specialized programs. We also, last year, for students with 12-month special education programs, we started our own extended school year site within the district. Our students used to have to attend an elementary program in another district, and now we have our own program within our district, so we can keep our kids with us. And we continue to support borough-wide professional learning. We encourage our schools to participate in all of the autism trainings that are happening throughout the city, and we're working to partner with District 75 to do some of our own training, particularly related to autism within our district. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Let me just scan, turn my volume on. Thank you, Michael. And as I shared, for us to bring this topic up from based off of our last CEC meeting, so I just wanted to make sure we provide an update with what we do within our district and just share some really positive news with you as well as raw data. Really promising work that we're doing within our district when it comes to our student data and the progress that they're making. So just really proud of, again, our school community, our students, and our teachers and staff as well. So as we shared earlier, we are hosting as a district the Chancellor's Borough Town Hall. So we're excited that Community School District 10 was identified as the location. However, this is a borough town hall, so we will also host our neighboring districts who will be in attendance during our borough town hall. So I just want to extend an invitation to all our school communities, and pass the word around for families and friends who are Bronx residents and have their children within Bronx schools to come out to PS 306 MS 331. As you can see, you can take a snapshot of the address. There is a registration link. We're excited to have our chancellor here, be able to talk to us and share the vision she has for our public school students, and also provide an opportunity to offer some questions and engage in a conversation. So, and also it's a great time to just be in community with not only Community School District 10, but our neighboring school districts. And finally, I just want to conclude by honoring and mentioning that November is National Native American Heritage Month. It's really important to also understand that, you know, our country is really made up of many diverse people, and we want to make sure that we honor those individuals, and we have many family members within District 10 that are of Native American heritage, and we want to honor them and their legacy within our community. And just finally, I want to wish everyone a wonderful, happy, blessed Thanksgiving with your families, across all communities within D10, and look forward to connecting with everyone in December. Thank you very much.
Questions for the superintendent? Yes, okay.
I'm just curious how the listening tour went and something like this. Shares.
So thank you. So right now I am meeting, gathering the advisory principals, sort of to reformulate just some of the feedback that they gave me at our last CEC meeting. I did present some of the feedback from the families, but one of the key items that was resonating across both survey responses and the actual in-person sessions that I was hosting, and also the visits that I'm having to different schools, is the safety within and around
around our schools. So the safety around our schools, I think they can hear me. You guys can hear me? Yeah. So the safety around our schools is a major item that has been surfacing. So we are working with the commander for the Bronx to look at strategically placing not only NYPD, but also school safety task force within those communities. But it's one of the items, and of course, the request for additional scanning and school safety within buildings. It was reported at my last meeting that there is a class coming out from school safety, but that class isn't large enough to really outfit and support every school in the New York City public schools. So we will continue to advocate for that need within our communities. Also, in speaking with the task force team and the commander, we can have sort of pop-up scanning, which is scanning coming to different school communities. So if that's something that certain school communities would like, we can also advocate for that as well. But I think the key core item is to look at, for example, right outside our community district office, right by JBA and then the abandoned campus, which also houses 254 our middle schools. Looking at that Fordham area for is an example where they increase some police presence as well. Just making sure that our students are safe coming to school and going home from school, and also that the community members are safe as well and at bus stops close to those school communities. In regards to next steps, I will be presenting at our next CEC meetings just additional findings and where we're at sort of finalizing, and hopefully by in January have a strategic plan that I can be able to share. But I do want to continue to get some feedback from our school leaders, from all of you as well, just so you can see that, so that we can present an official strategic plan within January into February as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes.
Evening, Superintendent.
Hello.
So I think, I guess this question is kind of around what our future for our children's successes around District 10. In the last few years, District 10 has received a lot, just geographically received a lot of charter programs coming in to take space. And I've seen just towards the northwest where I live, Norwood, a lot of charter programs are trying to squeeze into spaces that are available to them. And I've seen that, especially with families that have children with IEP, because the public school system may have not given them the high quality versus just the appropriate compliance, that they feel charters may provide them more. And I know that the official enrollment deadline had ended October 31st. Have you seen in District 10 an increase or a decrease around, just the number of students? Because I know citywide there was a conversation of where we are at pre-pandemic, if we're there or we're not there yet. And especially, we've just all gone in this country a election that was very aggressive around what education looks like around Department of Education. And there's a lot of talk about how that may be revamped by the next second again president of the United States, on his idea of what Department of Education should be. And I think the fear of what we, New York City, will face as in the lines of public school system, budget, and student continuing the high quality education that public school can offer. So just curious as to where the numbers are currently for District 10, especially with students in IB. I know that there is a high percentage of students compliance, but the quality of it being met. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. I think I want to start off by first saying that in order for our district to be competitive with any charter school that currently exists or any future potential charter school that may come into within our community, is looking at the quality of education that we have within our schools. So strengthening that, what our practices, what that looks like within each of our schools and the experiences our students are having, coupled with impact, right? So looking at ensuring that there are positive outcomes for our students, they're doing well. That's really important. And it's part of the journey that we are having now and we're developing and supporting for. So we want to make sure that we have positive outcomes for our students, that by third grade, our students are reading on grade level. So it's really looking at that data and holding ourselves accountable to the progress that we expect to have our students have, and looking at the type of experiences that we currently have within our schools. It's also looking at opportunities to work with our partners, both in New York City Public Schools and our elected officials, to upgrade our facilities. I think that's really important, as we can, as a school, you compete with a neighboring school potentially sometimes in newer buildings. So what are ways that we can upgrade our school, upgrade our technology? Again, our students deserve high quality education, but also really nice, updated, modern spaces. And if they can be upgraded and in partnership with our elected officials who have been working with our district, we've had several projects, several playgrounds, several technology enhancement projects. So our principals right now are working with not only the local council members and assembly members, but our Bronx Borough president. And in addition, even today, our CEC members, provided me a document where I'm going to share with my principals at our next principal meeting, so that we have this information by January for submission, where there's an SCE project that is sponsored from the CEC. So it's sort of a recommendation of projects that you could also present from the CEC. And I think that the more that we are strategically submitting our requests for these capital upgrades within our facilities, is truly part of the strategic plan to improve our district. In regards to our numbers, at the next meeting, I think I would like to come back with a more comprehensive review of what our numbers are, because you asked about our enrollment numbers, but I want to make sure that we get all the total numbers correct, along with the students with IEPs as well, where we're at. But I think ultimately the idea around the pursuit of excellence as a core value that I have for the district is really looking around the quality of education that's tied to impact, and that's tied to teacher retention, as we work so hard to build up teacher capacity and also build up the experiences that they provide students in the classroom. We don't want to lose those teachers. And that's the work that we're doing now. And it's about creating trust within our communities. It's part of the work that I've been doing. I'm really busy just visiting schools constantly with my deputies as well. We're constantly in schools, meeting teachers, working with all unions within our schools, so that they work as a community, as a family, so that, again, our students are having really good experiences, and we're working really hard to ensure that not only proficiency is met in literacy, but also in math as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Superintendent? Okay, thank you, Superintendent Hernandez and Michael, that was online to give us the necessary data for special education, which is a hot topic right now in public schools. I know we have it feels like all schools, all New York City public schools are trying to bottleneck a whole bunch of issues and squeeze it out all at one time. So we have capital planning. We want to do, what about enrollment? What about special education? What about reading? What about ELA? What about math? And we're trying to get all this done within a certain time frame. And I think when we all work together and do our calling, then and sacrificing the time in doing the necessary strategic planning, that we will get the results that is required of us. So then we don't have to compare. We are the standard of all schools, and not comparing ourselves to private or charter or so on and so forth. Thank you so much. And that's actually a little segue into my president's report. I've been doing a lot of meetings this month, And a lot of those meetings are with CEC presidents and FACE and the chancellor. I'm just gonna quickly summarize what I did. First, right after the CEC meeting, on October 24th, I had a CEC president's meeting with FACE in regards to the chancellor's D-210 regulations, and I spoke to Vice President Amy Tsai in regards to that. And there's there's a little cleanup behind the scenes, and they just wanted our engagement and how can we change some of the wording or get our input in regards to the D10 complaints. And D10 complaints, meaning if we have any, and I'm just gonna paraphrase in my own terms so everybody will understand. If you have any beef or you have any disagreement with, we as council members can file a complaint. But however, this summer, former Chancellor Banks had kind of reviewed that regulation. And then there was a little discussion in regards to that. And I was supposed to get back to my council members. There wasn't really no follow-up in regards to that, but I would send an email in regards to any feedback on how we feel FACE really wants to know if we understand and if we have any input in regards to the wording into the Chancellor's D-210 complaints. And that was in October. And just yesterday, I had a meeting with the other CEC presidents, again with Chancellor Ramos. And she wanted to know how we fed in regards to how we feel in regards to what the schools are doing. And yet again, we discuss about busing, we discuss about special education, we discuss a lot about the budget. That's another big hot topic, what's gonna happen in 2025. And I know it seems like we're juggling so many things at one time and then trying to get the community also involved. And that's why we need our families to have more input, because you have a right as a parent to stand up for what, if you say it behind the scenes or you tell your friend, that's not doing anything. It's in these spaces where we air out our situations and you could come to us and then we could let the higher ups know what's going on. And we here at CEC and District 10 is here to hear all those complaints so then we could feed it off in the right direction. If you are feeling any kind of, that was an awesome space with Chancellor Ramos, and it's almost like a listening tour per se, and that she wants to hear from leadership, but as well as what is being said behind the scenes, and we are just letting her know what's actually going on. And those are the two main things. There's other things that I have discussed. I spoke with a U of T liaison in regards to a school in District 10, and they just reached out to me. And of course, we were also trying to get off in December, our Winter Fest. And we weren't able because of timing, and that's all right. We're just gonna save it and revamp it for another date. But in all that being said, please reach out to any one of us seated here. And hopefully we would get your issues and concerns in regards so that the chancellor and that we could help you more in 2025 and 2026 in the new school. That's it for the president's report. I might have forgotten something, but that's all right. I'll say it next time. And we're now going to move on to our members report. If any members, I'm just going to start from Erica and then come on down. If there's any member reports, quickly, it's now 7:25. I'm just going to pass the mic. That's what we'll do. Thank you.
Good evening. So from October 22nd, we had our last CEC. 1023 was this high school fair at MS 391 from 9 to 11. So JBA and Intec was represented there from District 10. On the 23rd, PS 310, the SOT, they still working on the CEP, the priorities, the goals from 1 to 5. 1023, MS 244, we had a dinner from 8th graders where I share pictures to Benita. Usually what they do, they go the, oh my gosh. They go to an area where they just talk about attendance, responsibility, what they need to graduate, and then from there they go and eat the dinner. They did it for 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, and 8. CPAC, got it. Got elections. On October 25, PS 360, we still working with the CEP goals 1 to 5. Literacy, supportive, environment, math, we are the college career ready parents, what is, on October 26th, JBA listening tour, we had on a Saturday with our superintendent Hernandez. Pictures was shared as well. At the October 27th, the cancer walk, we went to Cup City, Amy, superintendent, his lovely wife and his daughter. October 31st, PS 310 had the parade, the book character parade. Pictures was shared as well. On October 31st, as well, PS 360 vocabulary parade, where we were there. Superintendent Hernandez and Dr. Maribel Hula was there as well. On November 4th, MS 244, parent breakfast, where they also honored students that they were on honor roll. On 11/18, I Ready webinar was a great attendance, and I really appreciate my schools were there represented, and they hope that you guys bring it again. It was very informative. Okay. Have to say all of them? November? Okay, so let me go only through SOT because I went to many schools. MS 44 was on 11/20. They had a workshop, really nice workshop. I even spoke to this lady so she could bring it to us. It was a discrimination, understanding the rights and protection for housing, employment, resident and public services. I have the flyer here. I'm going to share it later on. Today, I went to MS 45 to a SOT. Tomorrow, they're going to have a harvest dinner with the students. They're going to do it by grade. And the next meeting will be December 19th. They're still working on having parents' involvement, and they prioritizing reading and math. That's why they're working on the CEP. I think that's enough for today, guys. I have a lot more, but thank you. Much.
Oh, that way?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if anyone else done
This party?
Program, the ones in where we creators, way, they also share what they have. For PS 91, there was the update for emotional and quality of the IEPs. And one re-review and signing over the EP for 2024. Finalizing the lines, the election, and 1 to 5 priorities. So that's really too much. I do want to point out that there is for 279, PS and 279, they have to share that not happening. I have shared this with for the students and then for the which is for high school. I spoke to the parents and the students, parents to ask this question that we did what my child. Solution was that my child would feel like I really wasn't it won't be used for what I think each family for example, usually there afterwards questions, really going to go back to school, but it's good for them to will play with questions that they ask family conference and for us there was a question that like demonstrate what we have learned because it's very like that of course that they get the same curriculum and then if a general education student cannot understand what's actually being taught, how can the 19th student, actually understand that, and not only, read, comprehend and answer questions, but also, demonstrate what they have learned. I mean, we have to do that. Right, that's why the question, about what instances, 97. Is very important. The level here. I attended on the second day, the first day, I said like for like an hour. And I kept sharing with my high school counselors, with involved. And what the first semester practice and ask questions. What any courses and what is the percentage of IEP that we have this I don't know. Is one, but one that, well, myself, I don't think that I can do that. It's different. I have to do that elsewhere. And sometimes they know that when you do it, I don't think I want to do one of that. And wow, first of all, the percentage right is very good. I was wrong. Now I'm like, but that, I think the lunch for the meeting, have no there, I said that the girl there on Boston. And that is for the family, and for that one, I really liked it because the high school fair, students, students were there asking the question, to the school. And November 18, I went to the EAS, family, webinar. It's coming back, so now we have more webinars, also that day we have the ready, webinar for this. And, the 19th, I attended the SLTF PSA 5, we worked on the priority on 5, which I love, and develop the survey questions. They're like the brainstorming with the parents, with the staff. And they ask more questions, are the resources provided by the school in your language so that you can understand? And the first the students, was going to get 100% attendance to 7 families, all of that they gave a lot of information. I can see that right now. First, I was the CEC, but I won't get on for that attention to update myself on that because I was a bit that's for the litigation commission about money, and talking about how to decide how to spend, I was saying. A lot has happened.
Yes.
I'm not gonna report everything.
Yes.
Because I can't remember and I didn't write down.
Yeah.
But I do want to share, since Superintendent Hernandez is huge on girls' sports here in District 10. My personal school, PSMS 280, played against IS 206 here just recently. And one of the teams actually won, was the girls volleyball. So they are actually up on the next championship, and it was really nice because I've gotten the opportunity with my daughter who's on the team to play with and travel with the school, with all the other schools. So I just wanted to share that a little with you and hope you have an opportunity to, come to one of these games.
Yeah.
Because as girls volleyball is very popular and now girls basketball is a thing now. I think we're trying to get schools involved. So hopefully not just depend on teachers to coach and volunteer their time, but hope our community organization can also participate and bring more funds because our girls really need their uniforms and their cheerleaders. So I want to share that. Thank you. I think everybody's done.
Yes.
Even though they're in the listening tour, we're getting feedback. Not everything has to wait till the strategic plan actually happens. And that's an example of the district team with school leaders and families coming together. Because that was also one of the items that was being brought up about having more sports for girl opportunities. And the basketball was actually something that was being brought up as new, and getting volunteers to do that from each of the schools and participating in schools is really exciting to see that the district is being responsive to like the needs of the community and the ask as well.
Very good. I like that. Girls volleyball. I'm telling you, I did not, only got some of this stuff when I was in high school. And I did not get it in elementary. I didn't get it in middle school. That's all right. It's okay. But just to hear there's opportunities now, especially in the Bronx, is awesome. And I just want that expansion to grow even bigger. So anything the boys could do, anything you could do, I could do better, kind of saying. Let's get the girls rowing. JBA got rowing. Can we get rowing? Girls, I want to row. And there's so many. Yes, and we shouldn't wait for college level to do all these things. And then you get the scholarship, and then you could go to college, and then you could go to the Olympics, and then the sky's the limit. See, I just go straight.
Keep going.
I just keep on going. And you don't have to be necessarily the doctor or the lawyer. And, that's great. And we're not saying we do need those occupations, but then there is a wider, and I don't think our kids know there's a broader span of opportunities for them to grow careers in. And it is just not basketball, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just baseball. There's other weightlifting. Oh my husband, he would go bananas right now. If there was a girl weightlifting team, hint. Yes. Such great opportunities, and we need to just list all of them and make them happen. Whatever school picks it up, you pick it up, you get parent engagement, and then we are able to do all these great and awesome things. And then you don't have to necessarily go outside and pay outside. It's free inside the schools. Yes. So we should just write a list. Yeah, Erica. Erica wanted to say something.
A list? No. The next one, like second grade school.
Yeah.
Bring it up at the next meeting.
They have trouble, and I know I have also, I know they speak volleyball.
Oh, okay.
And also, people who play in the volleyball, a girl. Girls that are making, oh my God,
That's great.
Big shout out to all the teachers making that happen.
Yes.
The volunteers, they volunteer.
Teachers, you're doing that excellent work. All WWF. I was just watching that last night. That's fantastic. And I just want all of us to be able to do all those things at an early age. Is broaden your horizons. It opens new doors, networks, opportunities. You never know who you're gonna meet. And it's not for when you get older, it's for now. Thank you so much, council members, for all your, and thank you, the swimming program. Oh my goodness, don't get me talking about the Olympics.
It's information. I'm gonna, at our next CEC meetings, I'll bring all the sports and the things that we do, but I know that President Parsons just looked at my computer.
Yes.
We do have also about over 12 schools within our district that participate in a swim program with second graders. So early swim, getting our youngest students being able to learn how to swim. It's really important that they are aware how to swim when they're going out there. So, and all these programs that we actually have are free. So we don't have to have families pay for them. So really excited about the different partnerships between the New York City Parks Department, in addition to even our local high schools that have swim programs, also within just some of the different CBOs that we also follow.
Excellent. That is so great. I like the swimming program too. That's nice. Ice skating, because I ice skate. Yes, I do ice skate. That was introduced to me very early. Hockey, ice hockey, all these, it's so many horizons. And I want our kids to be exposed to all of them. All of them. And then it opens the door. So then we have the internship. So lifeguard, the kids learn how to swim, you get a job in the summer. Summer yummy, right there and there. It's easy. Yes, and we need lifeguards. How you gonna go to the pool and the beach? Yeah. Where you gonna go?
You do, they open
Yes.
halfway now.
So such excellent, and we need those next steps. We need to see the carry through when it does actually happen. Not, oh, they just in the class because I just wanted to get out of the house. No, okay, karate. I know Masai's in karate, and you become a sensei, and then you think you could do Cobra Kai. And you just go, sky's the limit. And okay, let's get off of that because we don't go on and on. Thank you so much. I want to quickly talk about capital planning. Yeah, I know it's not on the agenda, but capital planning, I sent all our council members an email in regards to that. So once you visit the school or you get any information to the schools that you liaison to, make sure you have your capital planning reports ready by January. I think I said the 17th. Yeah, that's the due date, and I'm so sorry that SEA couldn't come to us this month. We tried to get them, but they say they will come to us in December and give us a presentation. So that's something to look forward to. I know we have less time in December, but it's okay. Get the capital planning reports done. I have copies. If you don't understand the Excel spreadsheet, which is user-friendly, I have copies here. We could go over that. And to the good part, any public comments now? If anyone has anything to say, anything encouraging online or in the house? Oh, we have Face. I didn't even know you was behind us. Hi, Face. I would like to acknowledge the director. I don't. So, okay, Faces in the house. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Face. No one else? No one has none? Okay, get it said. Thank you.
I just wanna mention something. JVA is doing workshop, is 3, November 25th, December 2nd, and December 9th, I guess it's 4, and December 16th. This is navigating the holidays blue. And I'm pretty sure she already shared it, but I'm sharing with my school as well.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. We at the, oh, somebody say tennis. Oh,
Yeah.
tennis. Oh, jot that down, jot it. Of course, softball, yeah, I like baseball. But tennis, yes. Yummy.
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah, that's new now.
Pickleball.
We got a lot of sport. I want every school to have 2. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right. If all hearts and minds are okay and there's no public comment, it is now 7:46. Someone please make a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, the calendar meeting.
Yeah, let's make a motion, sorry.
Yanni said you made the motion? Yes, Yanni said made the motion. Someone seconds that motion. And Amy Tsai seconds that motion. Thank you, everyone online for joining us. I'm looking down, I'm looking right here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Superintendent Hernandez. Thank you, District 10. Thank you, FACE. Thank you, everyone that joined us. We're gonna break for a little bit and we're gonna jump into our business meeting. Please meet us back here at 8 p.m. and we'll do quickly our business meeting. Thank you so much.
The second structure was on a citywide platform, yeah, now living on the level, but then also I enjoy working with in the consultant's office, like in the work of not just education, but like the.
Okay. Yeah, I knew somebody was missing.
Um.
You didn't sign
You
that?
see how I said 7 and I was 10 minutes late?
Yes. Okay.
My son is actually graduating.
Okay, it is now 8:03. I can't talk today. And we are now gonna begin our business meeting. And we're gonna do quickly a roll call. You, Emma Alada, she's
I'm actually online, but I've been here since 6:45.
very good.
Aww.
Thank you, Emma. Okay, I'm gonna put online.
How are you doing?
North
Emma, we miss
Carolina.
you.
North Carolina.
On the beach.
She's too much. Okay, Angie D'Souza, she's excused. Irina DeBones. Yenny Set. Erica. Michelle. Pernita, present. Amy.
Present.
Garemo. Maria. Kate.
Present.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I have a copy of the financial report of the budget is a draft. I don't know if everybody has a copy of that. Let me bring it on. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so we're gonna, it's a draft for right now, because of course, we are not, it is not including today's meeting. So this is what Emma drafted for us. And we could just quickly look at it and then vote on this budget. We didn't do any events as yet, and we need to really discuss on what we're gonna do in 2025.
Is there anything we should be specifically looking at that Emma wants to draw our attention to?
I'm not too sure because all we doing is spending money on our reimbursement
Yeah.
and food. I will note that each time a member is not present, that 125 will be, distributed to another item on the budget. Okay, especially food. Food has become very, very expensive. Everybody should know that. And, we kind of have to be kind of wary. Our meals probably won't be as elaborate like before because we didn't have that many council members before and we was able to buy bigger things. But now we pretty much are a full council. And so a lot of money is being spent on the meals, especially delivery. And, don't get upset if you see coffee and donuts or pizza. I'm just saying, all right? Right? Don't get upset if you see that, because that's all we could afford. And if you look on the meals, you could see how much, what is left, what we working with. Okay? So if you're excused, we could put that money over there. Yes. Okay, someone make a motion, please, to, make the necessary corrections to the budget, especially after today's meeting. And Emma will have it up and ready for us in December.
To adopt the budget for today, November 26th.
Amy, yes, Amy makes a motion to adopt the budget. Someone seconds that. Yenny said seconds that motion. Thank you so much. We're not moving anything right now because Emma is not here. We can't move nobody. Okay, item number 4. Yes.
And we got this connected, just trying to. do it.
Angie, okay,
Yeah. it's not-
thank you so much. I want to talk quickly about, Winterfest. I know we wasn't able to do that this year, that's okay. But we could move it, make it bigger in the springtime. I want us to be aware that we are doing a town hall meeting with the chancellor. And so these are 2, I have to figure that out with Emma, how we are doing. I know Face is gonna help us in regards with the town hall meeting, which is great, but we just gotta make sure these dates don't kind of cross over too much and overlap. Thank you, Erica. Especially, the winter break, not the winter break, the spring break in April, I believe.
January, no, February the 1st, we have the art festival, math tournament 3/15, then science fair 4/5, and the literacy fair to be posted. So, yeah, we have a few things going.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. A lot of things happening. So I guess we could, there's some mention of the revamping. I just wanted to say that Winterfest, we sent out a lot of letters. We got some feedback. Some of the companies did say, and it said did some, footwork for us that it was past the deadline. That's something Emma said. It was past the deadline, past the budget. We couldn't do it. So starting from December, when we hear from Emma, the money woman, we will know what to, we're gonna rename it. I'm thinking Spring Fling, Spring Fest, Spring Fling. Superintendent Hernandez also thought about a prep rally. Get the kids ready for their testing.
Yeah.
So a prep rally, spring fling, getting ready for the springtime, so we could work on those names. And then he's also mentioned that the district will also help us to make it a little bit bigger and wider, and we'll be outside, so that's more people, which is great. So when we get, yes, much more people, and we a big district, and I want it big. If we could take the whole Grand Compass, that'd be great, but that's just me.
Madam President, also, if we're gonna have any workshops, we have to be, conscious of that and move money, because remember, February and March, everything's gonna shut down.
You said March? Emma?
Yeah, because if we gotta do a budget modification, that's the budget modification, so we have to be conscious going into February and March.
Yes, yes. Yes, I forget. You know, that budget reminds me of IRS. I can't. The IRS, them due dates, get them out of my sight. Just tell them something, let them go away. So I'm happy with the district helping us and Superintendent Hernandez helping us with that spring fling. We just need to figure out the date, and I want Emma to be here in person for us to discuss that a little bit more. And if anybody has anything else to say, because our business meeting is pretty short. No? I'm always putting Amy on the spot.
I think it's a great moment to offer resources for families. I just want to, I don't know, if I'm even applaud, but I want to give great appreciation for the chancellor and the New York City Public Schools for hosting a community fair of resources last Saturday, which was actually downtown. Unfortunately, it is very far from District 10. So I do think that whatever events that will be planned out for spring has some kind of resource component for families, because as we're going into the summer, kids want to be active in something, they want to participate in something, families want to do something, and then back to school. And I think also there's a lot of things on people's minds as what is offered from our city agencies and our partners. So just a component of resources is really information. I have to say, New York City Public Schools had a great event when I do it, but when it comes down to the local level, they kind of walk away and run away. So I hope that they do partner with us, because they had a lot of agencies. They had 2 floors of agencies in this big high school. So it's full of information. And I think there's even agencies that are really important to our families who are immigrants, who are having housing hardships and food insecurities. Great to connect with people that can actually help these families.
That's excellent, excellent point. We didn't get a chance to piggyback off it, and we didn't get a chance to speak to Superintendent Hernandez about the homeless report that just came out. And we'll wait for December to discuss that more, because yet again, that's another issue that we are dealing with. Yes, yes. So we just keep those in the back burner, put them in what's that part of the stove? The upper left-hand corner of the stove that we don't really think about? Nobody don't use that burner. Yes, that's the cleanest spot. And we'll just jot all those things down. If we have any more concerns, we kind of ending kind of early. No, thank you, Amy. Vice President, yes.
I do want to share something. I think that I'm sure that as our busy lives are happening, it doesn't really occur until it actually occurs. So I mentioned earlier about how now we're past the election phase and we're into this new year of a president that is not fully supportive on the people who live on the ground as working people, working class people, who have issues, who have concerns, right? And I think as a advisor to the chancellor on a board, we really need to think about how we can provide our community, but also provide advice to Chancellor Ramos as to how we can provide New York City as a whole is considered the district, how we can protect our families who are worried about their status here in New York, in the United States, who are undocumented, who might be, deported if that situation actually occurs. I think it's scary to know that a president who's willing to do that. But also what funding will go down with education, especially our most vulnerable. And we talk about, the Bronx and District 10 as one of the poorest congressional districts in America. We need to really put it on the eye of everybody's minds, because everybody's counting on us to make sure that we are supporting them in policy, not just in events, making sure laws are abided by our government and supported for our families, because I think it's really scary that I see families who are worried that if they send their child to school, not knowing if this is a sanctuary city or not, I mean, they don't even know their rights, but if there is information that empowers them to be on top of, yes, I have a right to be here, no one can take me from ICE and deportation, be deported, it's really important. So I encourage members on the council to be vocal about policy and about making sure our families know their rights as public school parents, as well as immigrants and their safety, because I think if it's not on our minds and if it's on our family minds, we need to prioritize as an advisor to the city public schools. I don't know if I said this louder, but.
That's okay. Yes, yes. Thank you, Vice President Amy. Thank you so much, everyone. Someone please make a motion to adjourn. It is now 8:18 p.m. Yes, Yenny makes the motion and Erica seconds that motion. Thank you so much, council members. We see you in December 17th. Yes, my goodness, it escaped me what school we're gonna be in. Why do I feel? 246, thank you so much. 246, that's where we're gonna be at. See you there. Yes, Kingsbridge, be there or be square. Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Grateful for you.